Well, FUT birthday is here, and it's got fans definitely divided right now, I think. It's kind of complicated. There's some good stuff, but there's more bad or like kind of questionable stuff, and I think many of us thought we were going to see in this promo that we're going to talk about today and that I want to talk about because some stuff I am kind of concerned about, but there has been some good to it, and we'll get into that, of course. There's still a ton more leaks to talk about. Showdowns make a return, finally. New season leaks as well. Player SBCs and all types of stuff that we will get into here. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. There will be a link in the description down below. They are the cheapest and the safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for an 8% discount. But thank you all for joining me. Hope you're having a great weekend, and we're a couple hundred subs off 20K. And quickly, do I put Thierry Henry into this right here? Look at this card. This card looks exceptional. I'm thinking about this one or the FIFA 20 version. So there's that version. Get a good look at that one. Okay, I'm probably going to pick that one, but just still deciding a little bit here between that 18 design and the 20 design, putting Henry and making him look like that. But anyway, yeah, debatably one of the best parts about this promo has been this. And you know, most people, or some people I should say, probably won't care about this kind of stuff, but I like it myself. I like differentiation, even in cosmetics and squads. I like being able to do that. And we'll get back to evolutions here in one sec, because I'm actually most worried about that. Let's talk about some SBCs here, because there's been some weird stuff with SBCs as well. Ronaldo came out first, very expensive, keep in mind, 21 squads, a couple mil, I think, but I was curious to see what his play styles were. He's got base trickster, base aerial, base quick step, base technical, and then finesse shot plus. I mean, it's a great card. I was hearing a lot of good things about him as well. I was like, okay, kind of what I expected to see. But then as it went on, Kai Havertz, look at these two cards, and the play styles on these two, there's not that many. They're not very good, actually. And then people started to go through the whole team, and the play styles on these FUT birthday cards there's just not that many of them. In fact, they're just not that good in terms of play styles only. That's it. Only looking at those things, which are the most important thing, unfortunately. They actually don't have that many of them. SEN literally came out today, and people thought it was a mistake because he actually only has all the play styles that his base icon has, just this time Incisive plus and Jockey plus. But yeah, he has no extra play styles from his base icon card. There was an EA Direct tweet today, and people thought, okay, maybe this is going to be the SEN mistake, but no, it's just exactly what SEN's supposed to be, apparently. And my game is just crashing, so I'm going to show you on FUT GG. But yeah, that's the big criticism on these cards, that the play styles are actually just not very good. Marcus Thuram, 5.5 Thuram is 88k. That just shows you immediately that the play styles on this card are not that good. However, though, the flip side to that, of course, is that they're all 5-star, right? And the pack weight's actually pretty damn good on these cards. So if they did have a lot of really good play styles, then what would that do to the market? It would probably kill the power curve, kill the market, right? Because that's kind of been the big concern. I mean, this striker Kai Havertz card, technical and power shot, like, it might be pretty good, but just those play styles alone, you in one hand wish for more, but on the other hand, if this came out and the play styles were insane on this card, same thing with the center mid version, right? Just has long ball plus, no other passing play styles, just a total of 7 play styles. Is it a good thing there's not very many? Because if there was a lot of play styles, and it would just kill the power curve, basically. You know, what do you guys think? I don't necessarily know the right answer, but it is disappointing seeing some of these cards and you're like, actually, they're not that crazy, at least compared to what maybe we thought they would be. And then we had the evolution stuff, right? The perfect attacking midfielder came out, another 100,000 coin evolution. You had Build Your FUT Birthday 2, which is 300,000 coins, and the cards look good in there. I will say that the play styles are nice, but 300,000 coins, you know, no one's forcing you to complete an evolution, of course, but right now it seems like all we're getting is paid evolutions. And is this sort of the future that we can expect to see? And looking at the top trending evos, like, there's a lot of really good ones here. This layout card that you probably won't be able to get, but he's 600,000 coins if you don't have the card, obviously, because I think he's what, 300k extinct right now. Yep, 310,000. So like, the problem is many of these cards you see up here you can't even really get. But the thing is this is where I think some of us had some reservations about what the training camp evolutions are going to be, because right now we're getting all types of paid evolutions. And could it just be coincidence that EA wants to drop ones they think are worthy of being paid right now a lot in a row? It could be, but I don't really necessarily want to give them that benefit of the doubt, because EA is not known to be very kind or not monetization hungry. The reason I just think we should be a little worried, or not worried, but just very cautious about what EA is going to do here, is that it seems like they know evos are insanely popular and they're selling very well. It feels like people are actually spending the coins, the FC points, to complete these, almost no matter how good they really even are, it seems like, because they just keep releasing them even when they're not actually that crazy. And you worry that training camp evos are the future and you have to like spend FC points maybe eventually one day to actually get your evos right away. Otherwise, you have to wait until it expires, right? We have no idea if that's actually going to happen here, but anytime there could be something like that that tends to influence evolutions, considering EA know now how popular they are, they're leaning into them a lot this year, you know they're going to try and take that next step, whatever it might be. We're not going to know what it is until they take that step, but there's going to be a next step they take to try and even bump up the monetization even more. And I think that next step right now could just be, hey, we're releasing like all of them paid, and let's see if it works. Let's see if they just drop all the coins. Let's see to what level will they go with the paid evos, right? It might not end up being anything, but we can't just rely on that or assume that when we're talking about the company that is making this game, right? So we just kind of unfortunately have to wait and see, but that is where the criticism is really at right now. It's like, hey, actually, all things considered, the play styles for the FUT birthday cards and the evos right now all being paid and stuff, there's actually not as much good stuff in this promo as maybe we expected to see. Now, of course, we're 2 days into the promo, and I could be looking at things very negatively here, and let me know if you think I am, but there are some people who are literally saying this FUT birthday promo is terrible because of those certain things. And before we get into our leaks and news part, this EA Direct tweet, we'll talk about this now because it kind of relates to the evolutions that they've been releasing so far. They said here that the FUT birthday rush objective group was previously giving an incorrect +1 skill move evo consumable, and the issue has now been addressed. So I am guessing that means that they were at first giving a +1 skill move evo, and now it's giving a 5-star skills evo. I don't exactly know what the whole point of this tweet was. That's my guess here, because on my screen, which I'm not going to show you because my computer is just freezing, but it says still +1-star skills. So I don't know if it's supposed to be a 5-star skills evo and it accidentally was a +1 skill move evo, or what the whole deal was here. But if you guys could let me know if you guys know, because nobody in the replies knew what the problem was. But I think that would be one of the better parts of this promo, is a 5-star skills evo that's max 89, of course, which at this point many of us have 90+. A lot of the evos recently have been 90+, but any 5-star skills and weak foot evo, I feel like it's probably going to be one of the more popular things with this promo. And here are some of the evos added to come onto the leaks and news and stuff, and we'll continue diving into some of the FUT birthday talk as we go through these. But we've got a 5-star baller, which could just be a 5-star skills evo, FUT birthday SBC evo token, FUT birthday cup token, rush evo token, which I'm assuming we just got, right? Left wing and left mid evo, we've seen that. But then we have season ladder weak foot and season ladder skill moves, which you would hope if it's in the season ladder, maybe it's more than 89. I did see somebody say that they tend to increase the overalls per season, so maybe it'll be max 90 now for this next season, which will help a lot for some of the evos that have been just recently done, because many of them go up to 90 overall. And then the build your own birthday evo we already saw, and it's kind of like, it's okay considering the price tag it comes with. But yeah, it's exciting to see this because I feel like it has the most chance to be good of anything released in this promo. The SBC evo I hope is really good. That icon one gave some people that Vieira card, or like that Rio Ferdinand card, I think it was. The cup evos, hopefully that ends up being pretty good, give some play styles maybe. But yeah, I just hope there is no more max 89 post this season. I think that's enough. And the left wing and left mid evo being an 88 overall max, like, I mean, what's even the point in that? A left wing and left mid evo already isn't going to be like that crazy useful, because most left wings you use will be able to use left mid already, barring some rolls, of course, but it's already sort of a more niche evo than most. And then you have a max 88 overall stipulation on there. It's like, okay, at that point, I mean, no one's even excited for that anymore. And not every evo is going to be perfect for like each individual FIFA player, but even if you don't have a card that fits, you can still see when evos can be really good, right? You can still kind of see that and be objective about it. But I don't think some of these have really been like that recently, and then they're all paid as well. Talking about the ones EA are releasing, but also the FUT agent tweet here talking about how apparently the third playstyle plus evo we talked about in our last video was probably that build your own birthday evo, and it just did not have 3 playstyle pluses. He says the content subject to change as always. It's why I did not post any card. There could still be a 3 playstyle plus evo being released. That just happened to not be this one, but he did say here third playstyle plus is going to be finesse plus, and it turned out that it only was 2 playstyle pluses. So more than likely, we probably actually did not see a 3 playstyle plus evolution, or won't see one, I should say, but there's still a chance. And then right before we look at the actual leaks that we've got here, we did get a FIFA Trading Romania tweet that says Team 1 CR7 flashback fire emoji. Team 2, question mark, sweat emoji, eye emoji, which indicates it's going to be somebody huge once again. It might be Messi if they go with the CR7 one week, Messi the next week, because that would make the most sense, but we have no way to know. And then Weaver down here does say Messi and promo team because he got a new Evo today. EA do like to do that a lot, but I want to show you guys that quickly. And then here are some SBCs and objectives that we have not seen yet that are on the way. All these stats are official, by the way. This was posted before today's content. There's no check mark on Essien yet, but Essien's there. Nick Pope official stats right there. Long ball plus on him. The 2 Mbappe cards. Chip shot and quick step on the striker Mbappe. Then pinged and tiki-taka on the center mid Mbappe. Showdown cards. Hey, they make their return. Gakpo and Jacob Murphy. And Gakpo's got quick step and power shot. Murphy first touch and rapid. You'll wonder if they will both have 5-5 as well. Do all cards in this promo get 5-5, even if they're like flashbacks like Ronaldo or showdowns like these two? Scott, we saw Kulusevski official stats down there. Technical and relentless with this. Okay. Tapsoba apparently will be an SBC with 2 different center back versions and 2 different playstyle pluses, which is kind of a unique idea, I guess. Benteke we saw, Acrobat plus. Okay, and there's Danny DaCosta, but you can't see. Let's zoom out. If you guys want to see that DaCosta, I can't actually. Can I do anything there? No. I might have to squint to see it. I apologize, but he's got whipped and intercept plus with some pretty good stats in there all around. But yeah, even looking at these, you're like, okay, I wonder how good this Mbappe card's gonna be. Gakpo has power shot again, which is kind of okay, but it's not crazy. He's got quick step though. Even then, none of these cards here completely jump off the page to you once again, which once again might be a good thing, even because if they were all 5-5 with crazy playstyles too, would have just killed the power curve. But once again, you can tell EA are holding back a little bit here. But would you rather have them hold back slightly a little bit more, but then have the pack weight be good, right? Because that's kind of what people are saying right now, is that pack weight is good. So there is a lot of nuance and kind of like tough choices to be made in this promo if you're EA, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Also, Paulo Futre apparently is an SBC that has been leaked, and I believe that is the last SBC we've got leaked at the moment. So what do you guys think? Like I've been saying, I want to hear your guys' thoughts because it is very interesting, and I wonder how much money, like Unique Rigger says here, they are making off of these cosmetic Evos. 50,000 coins or a couple bucks. Yeah, I've been seeing everybody pretty much putting all 3 of these card designs on cards. Yeah, combining that with the other Evos people are completing right now, it does seem like they're probably raking it in right now. And when EA notice a big monetization avenue, you know they're gonna just drive right down that road. And how far will they go down that road? We kind of have to wait and see. And that's what I was saying earlier. But okay, also 90x5 pack was added. This will be next season's, we assume, just like the 90x4 that we saw for this season. Contains 5 FUT birthday icons, FUT birthday heroes, UEFA Dream Chasers icons, and heroes there as well, which does show us it's a UEFA promo, which is interesting. FUT Immortals icons and FUT Immortals heroes, so that's kind of the promo sort of roadmap there. But that also now, I think we know why we didn't see a Road to the Final promo, because we're getting a UEFA promo here in just another week. Once we have 2 weeks of FUT birthday, then we're going to have the Dream Chasers, which who knows what that means, but maybe that could be a different version of a Road to the Final type promo. And Immortals, who knows what that is, but that's kind of the pack that was added that people were talking about today. Also, FUT Sheriff did like a Q&A, and the only leak question that he responded to was, know anything about exchanges? He says no. But it's interesting, he says nothing about it. Like there's no, oh yeah, not now, but they're coming later. Like doesn't say that. So maybe he doesn't expect them to come at all this year. And that would be my guess at this point, because I think with EA seeing how overpowered SBC storage is, which is a kind of a weird way to say that, but with how good SBC storage is, I think EA are going, yeah, let's not release exchanges. But hey, 10-year anniversary, 10 years ago today, which probably is 10 years ago yesterday when you see this, but never mind. No, it is literally today, March 9th. 10 years ago today, price ranges were added to FIFA. If you guys were in the community back then, what a day that was. That was a crazy, crazy day. And, you know, looking back at this, you know, EA Sports FC was just responding to people on Twitter. Like, they just used to just respond to, like, fans asking questions. It's funny the difference now, and I should say funny, it's kind of disgraceful, honestly, that there's nobody that we can go to and just ask questions about this game. That is one of the reasons why I am more cynical, or I think some of you guys, too, are just more cynical and less benefit of the doubt giving to EA when there is no open communication with us. There's nobody we can go and talk to and say, hey, what about this? Hey, what about this? There is none of that, because I think at the end of the day, they know that they're not going to listen to us. They're going to do what they want to do, and they're going to push the limits as far as they want to push the limits on things. And the only time we got communication and really anything in terms of an improvement on things was when they stopped making all of that money. When there was any sort of glimpse of like, ooh, shit, we're actually not going to make what we thought we would, then we got a bunch of stuff. And that's why I think if you want to continue to see more of this kind of good stuff we've been seeing for the last few months, it hasn't been perfect, but it's been better better, seemingly. If you want to continue that, we have to not spend money on the game. But yeah, here's that showdown, by the way, what that would look like if whatever team won it. So if Newcastle won it, Murphy looks like this, and if Liverpool wins it, Gakpo looks like this. So I think many will be wishing for a Liverpool win if I had to guess, because Gakpo looks pretty damn good with the quick step plus in there as well on him. But there were some fantasy upgrades today, by the way. I think Malen earned an upgrade. Baku got another playstyle plus. Joao Felix, no more upgrades possible on him. Got the 5-star weak foot. Does go to 92 overall. You can go to the tracker sites out there and look through all of them yourself, but there were some fantasy upgrades for today and this weekend. More of them coming tomorrow. And the market, guys, it's a tough spot because it continues to fall so far. I do think as Evos go on, we're going to get so many 5-star Evos. Some of them have to be good. Like, some of them have to be. And even so far, they haven't been terrible, but just some of them are going to be really, really good, I feel like, which will then do some more damage to the market as well. Team 2, you know, they could even juice out Team 2 more than Team 1. We're probably looking at a whole week, if I had to guess, of like long-term outlook. Like, stay away of the really expensive stuff, if I had to guess. Short-term, though, it's going to be a very similar formula to what we usually see. Buy at a Monday sell-off now. It's kind of a Monday sell-off for this weekend league. Play those rivals games on Tuesday. There's usually a demand on Tuesday for cards, and then Wednesday it kind of drops a bit because people are selling some stuff. Sell Tuesday night, hopefully if you're done with rivals, into that demand, and then buy back later on, like post-promo Friday for Birthday Team 2 is kind of going to be what I would say. But really at this point, any Evo could drop that kills your card, and you have to be aware of that. And I would also like to say, guys, we're absolutely filthy rich. If you bought 89s, they are massively up. 90s, massively up. 91s, even Rodri, if you bought at like the lowest point, he's 8k up. If you bought at like 41, 42, he's only at 47k. I think he might rise higher than that. But 89 pluses, I mean, even 88s went up like 3,000 or so, 4,000, but 89s went up huge. So I hope you guys bought some. It was a really nice investment there. And 84s are yet to go up. I do think they still probably will at some point during this promo, but we haven't seen it yet. But yeah, when's the sell time? To be honest with you, if you want to risk it for the biscuit here, if we get Messi flashback, say it happens to be something that crazy, if it's Messi, if it's Neymar, something like that, they're going to go higher. I don't think they're going to drop more between now and like the next FUT Birthday Team 2. I'd actually guess you might see them rise up to closer to 30k if it is like a crazy flashback, and same with all like 89 plus fodder. But yeah, that's if you want to risk it for the biscuit. It's hard to be like, yeah, hold up and not take a crazy amount of profit, but that's kind of my analysis there. All right, let's read your comments now. And Abacus says, the fuck is wrong with YouTube? Why am I getting penis enlargement ads before I watch your vids? $49.99 ain't bad though. Listen, ads are targeted, okay? They might know something, all right? They might know a thing or two. I'm not making any accusations. I'm not saying it, but you might be getting the ad for a reason. Doron Sever says, first of all, been following you for the past year, really enjoying your videos. Thank you very much. I love your accurate overview without BS too much. He says, one thing I really don't understand is why nobody talks about how bad the gameplay is we still have. And he goes on to like say it's unresponsive and weird passing stuff. I mean, yeah, I do think that it's very important to not forget that no matter how good content is, it's important to point out, yeah, the delay is still there. There's still inconsistent gameplay, unresponsive gameplay, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's still all there. The only nice thing about this now that we can somewhat take, like some solace we can take in all of this, is that EA now are aware that gameplay is important to the amount of users playing their game. I always was of the idea that it was important. Some people said like, no, it doesn't matter. You know, people are going to be addicted to packs anyway. Clearly, it did matter to a certain extent because the gameplay sucked for a year and a half or 2 years. The player count was down and there was more gambling than ever. Technically better content, quote unquote, than ever. Evolution is now existing and players are still leaving, or they were still leaving. Why was that? Playing the game actually sucked. It wasn't that fun. EA told their shareholders, hey, we made a better gameplay update. They're coming back now. They're staying on the game. The gameplay is very important. At least EA are aware of that now. Like, they are actually going to make an effort. Whether it's going to turn out to be good or not, we'll wait and see. But they're going to at least try to make it good and not just be satisfied with whatever the fuck it is. That's kind of what I think they were doing before. Is like they were just kind of saying, as long as it's not broken, we don't really care. Now it's like, let's try and make it fun. And I made a video on my second channel talking about how they know GTA 6 is coming soon, maybe trying to cash out before that. He was talking about like those pack leaks that were there. This is why I have somewhat hope for next year's FC, is that GTA GTA 6 is projected to come out next November, right? That's like the Take-Two earnings call reports that they still expect it to be around that time. Every single game dev out there is well aware of how big GTA 6 is going to be, how many players will be on that game for at least a little while, right? They're going to be competing with just probably the biggest media release in the last God knows how long. You're probably going to see some crazy shit next year, if I had to guess. That genuinely, I would believe that. There will be more new features in next year's game than there have been in the last 2 or 3 combined. I almost guarantee you that. Then next year, we will be back to the small little, like, you know, incremental additions. But I honestly think next year, they are well aware they need to go kind of crazy with some of the stuff they're going to add. And many game developers are well aware of that, and they know that they need to do that. So that's kind of why I said there's actually hope for FC26 in that video that I made in the second channel, which hopefully I'll be back on there soon. And thank you all for being here. Appreciate every single one of you, and I love y'all as ever. Peace.